Welcome one-day swing trade traders. I wanted to go over a few trades that we've had today. It's March 7th, and we'll take a look at our customized trade plans that were updated today. The system's been working very well, so we really have not had to adjust much of anything. And we'll take a look at a few of the pairs. Just note, not a lot of pairs, but you don't need a lot of pairs to get good trading action. Note that the Euro US dollar is on a 30-minute chart, and these are New York times. We'll also give you a video on how to convert your broker time to New York time. It has absolutely nothing to do with your local time. It's all based upon New York time so that you see the signals in relation to your broker and New York time. EuroCAD, these are some 1-hour charts, and there's also a 4-hour chart if you like. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts and see a few examples of some trades. This is the euro dollar on a 30-minute chart. This is the 6th, and you can see you had a couple possible shorts, 1 a.m., 1:30, 2, 2:30. So at 3 a.m. it said no, the market actually it thinks is going to go long. So therefore that's where you would place your entry. You can use either 1 or 2 targets, and it does go on up to the full target. Caught this really nice move. Today, same kind of thing, some possible shorts, and then it did say, hey, go long. Went up to the first target and did not make it to the second target. Typically we go for the first target. Certainly you've sold some at the first target and you've moved your stop to break even. So again, this was a winner. Both of these winner trades. Let's go ahead and take a look at another one. Here's that's the euro. Here's the EuroCAD. Let's zoom in. And I'm showing you TradeStation, but they should look very similar in MetaTrader. So here's a great example. You get 3 setups short, and you get a closer one this last setup. Well, if you recall from the training videos, we don't use the closer setup. We keep it at the furthest setup. What did that do for you? That saved you a loss. Again, the market really was very tight. It wasn't doing much. So, the last setup, you don't need to change and keep it at the original. Now, if it changed directions, then you're going to go ahead and, go to the long side like the euro. But here you did not trigger in, and the setup canceled. So what did you do here? You had these 3 setups. Basically, you could put it on and maybe just check back every hour, but it didn't change directions, and you don't go with a closer setup. You go with this one, hit a really nice full target. So again, today, non-farm payroll, great day of trading. The Aussie dollar, this trade did not get to full target. You can see you've had a couple of trades. Now we typically cancel at noon, so this trade did not win. I know it looks like it might have won, but we cancel at noon New York if we have not triggered in, because we know we're going to get a new setup. And so sure enough, we got to set up the next night, and it went on to full target. Last night we triggered in, went up, non-farm payroll. It should probably be at the ready to do something. So, and let's take a look at how many pips we got. We obviously did not get full target. 25 pips, and we were going for about 40. So at this point in time, non-farm payroll, you would go ahead and maybe take some profit. You see it not going your way, and go to break even. Just something to think about on non-farm payroll. Obviously the other markets worked very well. Let's go take a look at one final market, the euro yen. Obviously we've been getting some great movement. The markets were a little quiet there for a while, and this we'll zoom in a little bit here. Another good example. You get a setup, and notice there's only 2 setups on this particular pair. You get a setup here, and you get one that's a little bit further outside the market, and you close it out. Obviously it triggered in, did not get to target, and you just close it out here at the end of the day, because so that was basically a break-even trade because it didn't do anything. The next night, again, take the first setup, don't take the closer one, and what do we get? We're in, and when it shoots on up, very nice. And you certainly could trail these, maybe trail the blue line here. And again today, same kind of thing. You take the further trade out, and it went on up to full target with non-farm payroll. So the system, I mean, what do we have? 3, 4 full target winners. Now let's look at this Euro Aussie. We didn't have a trade. I mean, not all markets are going to give you a trade. And I guess there was a loss the other day. But so we're going to put our entry here. And so we have not had a trade. The night before, we did trigger in, and it's stopped out. This, obviously pretty news driven. This particular market here, we got in. Now, actually, this one never happened because we canceled it at about noon. So it ended up, working out the next day. But so the system is working very well. And again, give us your feedback. We'll post it on the site for others. And good trading.